Yo, what's up, guys? This is Mechguy here, and how you guys doing? First of all, how you guys doing? I'm doing pretty bad. I need to do some homework, and I want to practice, but it's getting kind of late, 7 o'clock, so let's make this a quick calm and let you guys go back to your daily business as I always do, too. More Mass Effect 3 gameplay. Today, I'm showcasing the multiplayer elements of Mass Effect 3, which you guys should definitely check out and play if you have Mass Effect 3 if you haven't already. It really is fun, guys. Really like the stuff you do with that. I have some gameplay here. I run out of ammo during this part. I just keep using my biotic powers. If you do notice something funny with the gameplay, it was cut in half just because I didn't want to do an 18-minute commentary again. So yeah, I kind of saved you guys from that. But anyways, let's get started here on the further announcements. Today I'm going to talk about some news from Ubisoft or Ubi, if you want to call them that, the U, about the next generation. Well, not the next generation versions. The well, yeah, kind of the watchdogs and the WiiU and the AC4. It's pretty cool. So this is article on WiiU Daily, and I'm pretty sure it's all over the news or the internet webs. It says here, Watch Dogs is between current and next-gen graphics as creative director. I'll read a little bit about it to you guys. It says here, according to creative director Jonathan Morin, the Wii U version of Watch Dogs is visually between the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 and Xbox One and PlayStation 4 versions of the game. According to Morin, the graphics are slightly tweaked, but it's closer to the current gen systems and next gen. And here's a quote from him: "If you pump the PC to its max, there are things in the filtering and rendering that I think are possible on high-end PCs that are pretty amazing. Wii U is pretty much in between. It's neither of them. Current gen, maybe closer to the current gen and next gen." And here's what they said about Assassin's Creed 4, Black Flag, AC4. Ubisoft producer and developer says Assassin's Creed 4 is between current and next-gen hardware in terms of visuals. According to Assassin's Creed producer Martin Schelling and lead designer Jean-Sébastien Decant, I totally butchered his name, I'm sorry, Jean-Sébastien Decant, Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag for Wii U will lie visually between the current generation and next generation consoles. And here's a quote from him: It'll be, I think, in between the current gen and next gen. We could have had some of the tools from the companion on the smooth screen, but because the companion app will be available with Wii U 2, we didn't include them. So basically, the AC4 article on Wii U Daily and the Watch Dogs article on Wii U Daily is basically saying the same thing. They're complementing each other. What Ubisoft is trying to tell us here is that the Wii U version of Watch Dogs and Assassin's Creed 4 won't be current gen or next gen. It'll be in between. Now you're probably wondering, well, what does this mean? Will it be shit or will it be good? Well, let me tell you this first. It won't be shit. Okay, first of all, it's an HD console. Let me just get that right out to your face. If you think it's gonna look like shit on you, then you're fucking stupid. And another thing, let's see here. It's in between current gen and next gen, so you'll get some next gen features probably in there, but not all of them. And you'll probably have some current gen features too in them. And maybe you'll have some Wii U specific features that we don't even know about. Maybe some effects only the Wii is doing, or only Miyamoto knows, you know. Now, does this mean anything big for us? No, I mean, not really. I mean, it's like the difference between a medium game on PC and on a game on high. I mean, sure, there's a difference, but I mean, you can play it on medium just as much as you can play it on high. So the Wii U version, to make things short, what I think is what they're trying to imply here will be like the medium version of the game. And the PS4 and Xbox One versions will be the high versions of the game. And the PS3 and Xbox 360 versions will probably be the low versions of the game. That's probably what they're trying to explain here. Which isn't bad. I mean, it's still going to be very, very, very playable. Very playable, even if it isn't the full next-gen version. And even then, you probably won't be able to tell the difference unless you look at the screen for like 10 minutes and put them side by side and find that one particle that's off. Or wait for that digital foundry test for them to show everything off on the two games. On how digital foundry does the frame rate comparison charts and all that. We are going to have to wait for that to see how it stacks up against the PS4 and Xbox One versions of Watch Dogs. Now, will I think that we have a significant hit in the graphics? I expect not. But if it does, then we'll see where it goes from there. I'll make my own statements. Will I be buying these games? Yes, definitely. I plan on buying Watch Dogs ever since it was announced, ever since I knew it was hitting Wii U. Instant buy for me. AC4, aka Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. I'm not completely sold on it. I am I'm currently in the works of buying Assassin's Creed 3 and trying to post gameplay when I can, when I get the game. I know it's really cheap right now, that's why I'm trying to capitalize on this and try and buy it right now. So that way I'm ready for Assassin's Creed 4 when it launches, so I can give my opinions and thoughts on how much has changed from AC3 to Assassin's Creed 4. So yes, I will be getting Watch Dogs. Now, let me just tell you right now, don't worry about the graphics. Just chill the hell out. You don't buy games. You're probably not going to buy Watch Dogs for the graphics. You're probably not going to buy Assassin's Creed 4 for the graphics. You're probably going to buy it for the gameplay and the story you come to love and expect from those games. Now, not so much about Watch Dogs, since this is the first entry in the series, but, you know, seeing the plot and the gameplay mechanics in Watch Dogs, I think they're very solid, and I can't wait to test them out and actually play with them in the actual game. For Assassin's Creed 4, I know some of you guys absolutely love that game, and I mean, when someone likes a game, they like a game. You can't tell them no. Like, you can't like this game. I like Call of Duty. Some people think that's bull. That I shouldn't like Call of Duty. I like Call of Duty. You know, it pisses me off sometimes. Some people say it's bull that I like Nintendo games. Well, you know what, dude? I don't give a shit. That's just not how it rolls. I like whatever I like. And if you like Assassin's Creed, then that's good for you. Good for you. Hopefully, I will be one of you guys pretty soon, enjoying AC3 and AC4. So yeah, I think people buy games not for graphics, but more for that gameplay that comes in, the story, the effect the characters give, the transitions that happen, like when a character dies that you really cared about. It's been like the main in the first game, and then he dies, and it's like you're like, what? Mr. Fluffy dies? Sobby tears, and and you go fight a bunch of aliens to avenge Mr. Fluffles, and this is for Mr. Fluffles, USOB, and you just unload a whole crap load of rounds on someone, to avenge Mr. Fluffles, or some crap like that. I know it's a stupid thing to say, but I guess that's one example of how attached you can get to a character in a video game. But yeah, as I said, you wouldn't buy a game for well, maybe except Crisis. That could be one game you want to play for graphics. I'm not completely sure. But yeah, Crisis has some pretty nice graphics. You guys seen that 4K ultra realistic mod? They be pumping out those mods like crazy for Crisis. Nah, but seriously, guys, Crisis has good gameplay too. Don't just think Crisis is just a beautiful game and has crap gameplay. No. Crisis is very good gameplay. From what I've heard from my friendos that actually can run it, which I still cannot, sadly. This is an editing rig, not a game rig. Anyways, guys, don't expect there to be too much of a difference on the PS4, Xbox One versions, and the Wii U versions. Don't really expect much. I mean, the only thing that might change is frame rate, but then again, I mean, I heard all versions are going to be capped on 30 FPS. 30 frames per second. So I guess we're all going to have technically, quote unquote, the same frame rate, but you never know, since video games are known to tear on frames. Like some games, when the action gets too hectic, the frame starts tearing. So yeah, we'll have to wait for those performance tests by Digital Foundry or someone else about the frames to see how well each version stacks up against each other. How do I think the Wii U will stack up? Honestly, I don't know, because some games really run like shit on Wii U, and some games run half decently good on Wii U. So it's always hit or miss with the Wii U ports, from what I'm seeing. I mean, it takes a good developer to find out the strengths of Wii U. Anyways, guys, I'm out of time. I hope you guys enjoyed, and leave your thoughts and comments below on what Ubisoft said about their games. Anyways, I'm out, guys. I gotta do homework, and I'm probably not gonna be able to practice. Peace!